Alright, for this tutorial, I'm going to create a scan frame in our app so that our user will know that you need to scan something. So basically it's kind of like having a frame in the middle of your app, and probably can have a text here that scan the marker or something. So the idea is just to let user know that you need to scan something. Alright, so what I have again is this simple frame. It's transparent. Export as PNG, and then I bring it into Unity, and this is it. And you need to convert this into 2D sprite, and that's it. So once you're done, go back to Unity, and we're going to create a canvas. So I'm going to do UI canvas. The tutorial is basically very similar to the previous tutorial where we want to display a particular object whenever an image target is found, but now it doesn't matter which image target. If there's no image target, we want to display the frame. If there is an image target, the frame will disappear. So after I've created the canvas, I'm going to change the screen overlay to camera. If you don't change, it's still going to work, doesn't matter, but if you change to camera, it'll be easier to work with. I need to select the camera. There you go. Alright, so that's the size of our app. And next is I want to put in my image. So I'm going to right click on canvas, go to UI, and then image, and I'm going to drag my scanner frame sprite to this image target, canvas image. So I'm going to click and drag, and then I have my frame. Then I'm going to just resize. Too much. Alright, so that's my image. I'm going to change the name to maybe scan image, lowercase, uppercase. Alright. I probably want to have, basically when you play, this is what you'll see in your app. So this scan thingy. Right, so probably user can focus on that particular area whenever they want to scan something. I'm going to add a text here, so I'm going to right click on scan image, UI text. I'm going to name this, change this to scan the damn marker, and then probably change this to 26, make it a bit bigger, 24, and then change, maybe make it bold, and then move it on top, and expand the area. Right. So text is the child of scan image. So if you move or make the scan image appear or disappear, everything underneath it, the child will also be affected. Right? So you can add other thing under scan image, you can add animation and so on. Alright, so once that's done, we want to control the visibility of this scan object. I'm going to go to image target and then edit the script, the default trackable event handle script. Going to edit that, and you can expand your codes. So first thing we want to do is we want to register the game object. So we're going to do it here just before the start function. I'm going to do public game object, and then I'm going to name this scanner, capital, semicolon. And then at the start of the function, we want to find this game object. So we're going to do scanner equals to game object dot find. Which game object that we are looking for? We are looking for a game object that has a name called scan image. Okay, remember that's the image, the object name. If you go back to Unity, this is it, scan image, the whole thing, the name is scan image. Alright, so we find it, we store it in a variable called scanner. Next is when we want to make it appear, when we want to make it disappear. So the logic is, if there's nothing on the screen, I mean there's no target detected on the screen, we want to make that frame visible. Right? So in Unity, in Vuforia, you can see that there's a built-in function already on tracking found, on tracking lost. So we can utilize those functions to customize to what we need. So on tracking found, when there is a scan object, the scan image found on the screen, we want to make our scanner visual disappear. So scanner dot set active false and semicolon. Right, so if a target is found, we don't want to see the frame. Now if the target is lost, so we scroll down, you can see on tracking loss, make sure it's within the curly bracket. We want to make the visual appear, so set active true. Right, so let's try and see whether this works or not. So let's play. Alright, you can see that the frame is there. No marker is being detected, so I'm going to scan my marker. Oops. Now you can see if the image target is detected, the scan frame will disappear. Right. There you go. Oops. Alright, that's it.